Hello. Okay, looks like you should be able to hear me. I might be a little quiet. Yep, okay, good. We're just literally gonna chill. Ah, I should be a little louder. Yeah, I did think it might be a little bit quiet. Let's try that. Oh, that's as loud as it'll go. That's okay. I might have to figure out how to change that a little bit more for tomorrow. But it'll do for now, as long as I'm louder than the game audio so that I'm not being drowned out. It should be fine. Okay, Isabel chatty as ever. At least she's not telling me today about the socks she found behind the dryer. That's yeah, I did see. I appreciate that. Even though, I mean, technically speaking, although I've given this one like a proper title and what have you, it's still, technically speaking, a test. I just wanted to get in those last minute things before tomorrow, when I'm doing a cheeky little Minecraft collab with Jack, Simple Jack. I might post his link over on the Discord as well. Yeah, you know the one, Oh, Maple sending me letters? And chores are boring and repetitive. I'm busy scrubbing around my home. Okay. Oh, I don't know why you sent me that letter. That's interesting. Oh, I didn't even clear out my inventory from the last time I played. Oh yeah, the stuff from the update. Maracas. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for that because the accent, but that's fine. Are you even on the internet if you haven't been cancelled? Yeah, with the update, there's loads and loads of new stuff. Like like obviously Gamer King, if you want to know about some of the new stuff and stuff that I'm probably not going to be able to get hold of today that's locked to the event and things like that, I can send you a link for a video that basically gives you a run through of all of the new stuff. Yeah, but even the stuff that you don't have access to at the moment, I'm on about stuff for the festival that's still locked. I'm sure you can find a video all by yourself. I know you're more than capable. Let me get rid of all of this. Why have I got one stone on me? What was I doing? Put them away for now. I'm gonna drop this and drop that. And probably this, because I haven't really been giving my villagers their gifts just recently. Haven't been playing so much because obviously everything at the moment is set up for the tour I was gonna do. Well, pretty much. Like, I've got like a list of the last couple of things I need to do, so I might do those today. So this is essentially a tour spoiler. Oh yeah, okay. So, let's see. I should probably load up the list on my phone of things that I usually do, but a good place to start on my island. It's been a couple of days. You can tell how many days it's been from the amount of weeds. I've got 4, therefore it's been 2 days because I get 2 weeds spawn every day. But of course, if you've already got fossils that are spawned on your island that you haven't dug up, you don't get like a fresh set of 4 every time. Or not that I've ever experienced anyway. I should imagine there's a chance. Oh, because I've been testing the Minecraft server and PlayStation stuff today. Got my PlayStation controls in my brain, and now I'm playing the Switch. I'm trying to press the wrong buttons. No, 2 weeds spawn every day. It's just that I didn't play yesterday. The last time I played was the last test stream that I did, where I did essentially this. I dug up some fossils, picked some weeds, maybe hit some rocks. Oh, I don't even remember what I did. Just the boring stuff, just to make sure the capture card and all of the audio from that was coming through properly. Yeah, the problem is that, like, I don't mind going between Xbox and PlayStation because I feel like the button configuration for a lot of things is very similar. Like, your action button is usually the bottom one, and then to go back is usually on the right of that. But those 2 buttons are the opposite way round for the Switch. And it doesn't tend to be that I look at the buttons when I'm playing, because obviously I'm looking at the screen. So when I switch between the 2, I often press the wrong button over and over again. Like, trying to even do anything just to test on Minecraft earlier was a struggle in the beginning. Because I was there like, wait a minute, why isn't this button doing what it's supposed to do? And I realised, no, it's not the button that's wrong, it's me. It's me just not getting it right. Thinking that I'm playing it on the Switch, which, I mean, that's fair because you can get Minecraft on the Switch and things like that, but I don't have it on the Switch, so I suppose, like, that's just my brain being backwards. I've taken a break from my PlayStation games and switched over to, like, because obviously I got my Switch in August, it's new and I've been playing with it a lot more, so I've gotten used to these controls now. Yeah, you can get the Bedrock Edition Minecraft, which is the one that is on all consoles anyway, the Windows 10 version, I think some people call it. Not the Java one. Can you hear me spamming my button to hit the rocks? Oh, I missed that one. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind. There's not really much I can do about that because of the position of my mic. I mean, I've considered moving it, but there's not a lot of space to move it, really. Because then that involves, like, moving all of my monitors over and threading it through, and, you know, it's more work than it's worth. Like, honestly, I don't think, like, hearing pressing buttons or typing and things like that bad. If I'm watching a stream and I can hear somebody typing every now and again, I'm not gonna switch off and be like, that's annoying. Like, I mean, to be fair, sometimes the pressing buttons and what have you is satisfying when you know somebody's really going for it. So I've hit my rocks, dug up my fossils. Let's go find my bottle on the beach. Might as well pick up these shells while I'm here. I'm not even gonna, like, I'm looking at that fish thinking, I mean, that could be one that I need, but then I'm also reminded that I have no audio on this at the moment. So, I'd probably miss it. Because I fish off of the sound alone. I don't even look at the screen when I fish. Oh, I forgot I put these there because they were in my pockets and they were in the way. Oh, hello, Flick. I wonder if I've got some books in my storage to either make a model of or sell or whatever. Probably not to sell. I've probably already sold the ones that are in there. Hi, Molly. Sure, why not? Yeah, I wonder where it's going to be. There's literally clear code everywhere. You'd have to find a spot that there isn't, and there's only one as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Oh. Me forgetting to turn my my notifications off on my phone. Ta-da! Found it already! What a surprise! Oh, it's literally a notification saying that Bubby's just posted a video. That'll probably be the upload from the stream he did earlier. And then again, I suppose I'm right here, or I can always click on it. Yeah, it's a short. Might have been one of the ones that I was telling him to record earlier for the shorts. Oh no, you have to take it back to Molly, don't you? You don't open it. Let's put the shovel away before I try and dig her up, because I've done that one too many times. Welcome back. That wasn't long at all. I don't understand this. When you do the treasure hunt things, is you go and dig it up, and this treasure is for you, but you have to give it to them for them to open it, for them to give it back to you. Like, why can't the dialogue just be, okay, congratulations, that treasure's all yours, and then just leave it at that? Like, why do I have to give it back to you? Why do you have to open it? I'm not incapable, you know? Silly duck. What was I doing? I was looking for my bottle. Did I check the bottom of here? I think I did, because I remember seeing Flick. I got distracted though, and now I'm confused. Run. Banana phone. Oh, this is probably one of my least favourite daily chore activities, is finding the bottle, because you literally have to run around the whole island. Standard umbrella stand, I've already got that, and I know that for sure. I might as well grab all of these. Clean up my beaches. Will I stream Rocket League? I mean, I might do. It'll depend. I mean, I suppose, yeah, I'd definitely do it once or twice and see how it goes. See how it does on the channel and whatnot. Because, I mean, I suppose at the moment, even if it doesn't do too well, it doesn't matter so much. So I might as well try it now and figure out if that's something that I enjoy streaming, and do it that way. So yeah, I might do, but it'll be just a matter of finding some people to, like yourself and Bubby, to play with. maybe not the last time we did a Rocket League stream together on his channel, because the language from some of the other characters was less than on point. And don't get me wrong, I know that people make mistakes, and sometimes in the heat of the moment, like, you slip up and a word comes out, but immediately after you've been told not to swear, that to me feels more like trying to push it than it does just an accident. Okay, go all the way to... Oh, we've got a tarantula. It's probably gonna absolutely moider me. I can only just about see it behind this flower as well, which doesn't really help. I think I'm close enough. Yes. Yeah, I haven't fully decided. Like, somebody asked me the other day, and they were like, so is it going to be a PG channel, or is it going to be depending on the age rating of the game, or is it going to be an adult channel more than anything? And honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I might do it so that it's depending on the game, because there are a couple of games that I wouldn't mind playing that are a little bit more mature, and I might just put them up with an age warning on them, an age restriction. But then it also poses the same concern as a couple of other times with, you know, promotion and things like that, and links with other people, as to, like, if somebody is a PG stream, they might not necessarily feel comfortable sending their audience here, knowing that on the channel they'll find more adult content. So it's like, it's something to consider, but I don't know. It's too early days to tell for sure. Always put my my net away as I run across, because even though I've already caught one tarantula, knowing my luck there's another one, and I'll still find a way to pass out. Oh yeah, obviously it's my channel, it's up to me, but like, it's also a bigger picture thing as well. Like, obviously if you're doing this for the love of it, that's one thing. Do whatever you choose. If you're doing it for work to make a living, that's another thing as well. Like, you have to consider different things for different reasons. Like, if you're running it as if it's a business, then obviously you have to think about what's best for business. Whereas if you're doing it for a personal sense, then like, it doesn't necessarily matter so much. But honestly, I'm doing it a little more chill at the moment. You know, while I get myself settled in and figure out exactly what I want my schedule to be, what sort of content I want to be putting out there. So at the moment I'm just going to be keeping it simple. Although, I mean, I suppose some would argue that a second stream video being a collaboration with a much larger channel than myself, technically speaking. I mean, Jack's over 1k and I haven't even got 100, so the numbers difference is big, and doing that isn't exactly the most chill move, because I mean, knowing Jack, if I put a stream up as well at the same time, he'll probably be in his chat being like, psst, 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 go on, go Go over there. Just be like, guys, you don't have to be here. You can go and listen to Sarah's voice instead. That's the thing, like, I know that obviously even before I had a stream set up or any of that sort of stuff, me and Bubby find ways to support one another anyway as friends. For the matter of, like, if I need help with something, we can talk about it, sort of fix issues and what have you. I'll sort out some Discord stuff. He'll give me some tips on editing things and what have you. Like, it's like there's still ways of supporting each other without necessarily like sending raids and things. As much as like I do think that's a really nice part of the community feel, and it's I think it's something that YouTube shouldn't make as difficult as it is over here. Like, it's a big feature over on Twitch where basically as the person streaming, you can put the link in and it automatically sends everybody over, instead of them having to put a link in chat and having to rely on people to actually click it and what have you. It sends you over to the link automatically, as long as the person is live or hosting or whatever. And I think implementing something a little bit more streamlined like that would be probably a good move on YouTube's part, because, I mean, we're already doing it anyway. Why not, you know, build on it? Yeah, I get that it sends subs over and things like that. It's like, even if I were to send, even if it's like just you in my chat right now, even if it was just us going over to, say, there are some lovely streamers out there that will send the support back when you raid them. So say, let's say Nick was live right now, as in Beacon of Nick. Even if it was just you and me going over there and saying Sazmataz raid, like, he would still send the people in his chat over here to sub and be like, guys, like, she's fresh, new, get over there, set it up. You know, there are still amazing people out there. It doesn't have to be like you sitting around waiting for a raid to happen to you. Even sending raids out is a massive form of support within the community. Hi, Raymond. Humble castle. Wow, I'm not building you a castle, Raymond. I don't care what you say. Yeah, that's probably because they came once because I won a giveaway and never actually spoke to you, I don't think, so... Yeah, of course you can. I've mentioned a couple of streamers. It's like I was talking about Abdallah Smash and his videos earlier. I've spoken about Jack, Nick, Bobby. Like, I'm not too worried at the moment while things are quiet. Especially, like, obviously when, if and when the chat gets a bit busier and what have you, then obviously I'll have to start adding moderation to things like promotion of other streamers and what have you, just to make sure that the content that people are promoting in the chat and what have you is safe for whatever viewer base I've got going on. Okay. This is pinging and dinging. Oh, because I'm actually talking to my villagers for once in my life. over here. Okie doke. Good seeing you, Lolly. In fact, I should have probably brought Lolly a gift because she's a fairly new villager of mine that I still haven't, like, really, I haven't got her her photo yet. So really, I should be bringing her a gift every day, even if I'm not doing my, like, daily tasks and things. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's why I used Nick as an example, because I know he's done it before, where he basically doubled the number of subs on somebody's stream in show of support. Like, he's just generally a really positive guy. Like, I don't speak much in his chat, but the few times I have, it's always been a warm welcome from himself and his community. But usually, like, I'll leave him on in the background more than anything. Like, I do quite a few people, honestly. Not very chatty in all of the streams. It just depends on the day, the mood, the person, you know. And what you have to do as well. Like, if I'm cooking dinner, I'm not going to be necessarily chatting away, getting, I don't know, cheese sauce all over my phone or my laptop or something. Tulip surprise box. Do I have? I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, no, is it a peach surprise box? Oh no, I do have a tulip surprise box. I know there's a peach one as well, and I know I've got that. Okay, another recipe that I don't really want or need. That reminds me, I need to talk to Isabel and see if I can reset Dom's wardrobe options. No, yeah, that's the thing. When you mentioned Nick as an option, I didn't disagree with you. My only point with that is obviously it's up to Bubby how he feels about the raids. I feel like he wants it to be more of a mutually beneficial situation rather than fishing for subs. So he wants to feel like he's at least sending a handful of people over there that are gonna sub to them and possibly find somebody new to watch and what have you, so that it's mutually beneficial for the viewers, himself, and the person that he's sending them over to. Like, he's not trying to be greedy about sending out like a raid or something. He's not doing it for his own gain. He wants it to be mutually beneficial if it's going to be done. That's why the smaller raids and what have you, when it's like just you and me who are chatting and what have you, we don't tend to do. Or at least, although he hasn't said that sort of thing outright, from things that he said about other things and the way he's mentioned it, I feel like that's the way he sees it. I have a snowball on the island? Since when? Where's the other one? Excuse me? This is news to me. It's not over here. Where is it? It can't roll in the snow anywhere. All of here is path. Oh my life, what on earth? Because all of this is path. I wonder if you just continuously roll it on the path, does it just disappear? I didn't really like what? That doesn't make sense. Because I don't have the only spots on my island that are, in fact no, because the rock garden doesn't count, because obviously like that's got the dirt path on it and they don't spawn on there. What is happening here? maybe this is part of the update, because obviously that installed just before I opened today. Maybe they've done it so the snowballs will spawn even on more full islands, because a lot of people had an issue with it, to be fair. Not just myself, or just punch my desk. That's grade A moves right there. Professionalism, for sure. I mean, to be fair, I think that more depends on who's live. If it's somebody I know and trust and they know me and what have you, then maybe. Like, I was on Panju's live earlier, and if she's live by the time that I'm done, I might head over her way, but I should imagine she'll be done by then, because obviously she's got the baby and everything. So, I mean, that's a possibility. Even if it's literally just you and me, I don't mind that. It's just a matter of who you're raiding in that scenario. I still can't get over the fact that there's actually snowballs on my island. No. If I'm going to do small raids, I want it to feel more personal. Just for myself. So, like, I'll be raiding people that I choose rather than necessarily taking suggestions. Like, obviously, when I've got time and things for that, like that, I do tend to go and look at games that say that I've been playing or that people are considering playing, and I'll go and look at like smaller streamers over there and what have you. Yeah, I'm not raiding Hero because I don't need that commentary in my life. Don't need that commentary in my life. Like, I know if I went over and raided Panj that she'd be nothing but supportive and what have you. I feel like Hero would take the mick a little bit. And I don't need that. I don't need that. No, it's just a level of comfort thing. Like, some people make you feel more comfortable doing things that you've never done before than others. Like, I feel like if I was gonna go, I don't know, doing something that'd scare me, like going bungee jumping or something, I feel like Hero wouldn't necessarily make me feel better about it, whereas there are a few people that I know from online that are streamers and what have you that would. Like, I feel like, you know, Apple, Panj and what have you, those kinds of people to me, in my opinion. Okay. Drop these down. All of this rubbish can go in storage. And then I can go and I can look in my storage and see if we've got any other bugs for Flick as well. Oh no, don't put the shells in, I can sell those. I think I've already got a load of shells in my storage anyway. Let's see what we've got in here. Let's go bugs and stuff. I think that's one that I'm keeping on hand for the model. What else have I got? Yeah, I can have the model of the tarantula and then sell the rest. else was I gonna do? Still a couple of villagers I haven't spoken to either. Who have I spoken to? I've spoken to Molly, Marshall, Rosie, Raymond, Dom, Whitney. Haven't spoken to Sherb or Maple yet. Oh, and I haven't found my money tree hole either. But to be fair, I haven't found that the last couple of days that I played. Don't know if something's changed or what, but it's probably just me being silly and walking immediately past it. Now, do I finally admit defeat and say that I need the storage space and get rid of a load of this? Well, not the star fragments, but more some of the shells and what have you. Do we? I think it is sort of time. Because I mean, they spawn back all the time. It's not difficult to get, and I'm not exactly desperate to make any of the mermaid stuff. Even the new mermaid fence that they've brought out, or any of the just general shell items. So I might get rid of the majority of these, apart from the singular summer shell that I've got hidden away in there. Because I need to clear out some storage to make room for some of the things that I'm gonna keep when I tear down the island to redecorate. Yeah, let's sell. And this is just out of sheer laziness because I don't want to go in there and be followed around by the Knucklings like I'm gonna rob the place. Yep. Hi Molly. Yeah, I'll get you a present sorted out in a bit. One thing at a time. I'll probably forget knowing me. Yeah, I do remember you. It has been a while, mind. Yeah, I want a piece of art today as well. If you don't mind. Yeah, that's fine. I've literally got a cup of tea right next to me and I just know it's going to go cold. But then I'm also having to mute every time I drink it after the comments from you and Bub about me gulping on Discord. Okay. Yes, I've got some bugs and you can have them. That's fine. Confirm. Yep. In fact, wow. No. I want my No, I'll leave those settings as they are for now. Really? Thank you. Oh, and now I've got to out the amount of money I've got to put that away. Where is my little list of things left to do on here? So I've got to fix some of the codes by the houses, because moving houses removes the custom codes. I've got... oh, I still need to get a hold of the white box sofa. Put the leaves back up by these cherries. I suppose I can do that now, I guess. So if I go on here. Yep, start construction. Because I've got to put that down some paths and things. Okay. So I'm gonna want... no, I don't want the dirt path. I want my leaf codes. And I know that after the snow is gone, it's going to go back to more sort of like a dingy green, almost like the autumny colours. That's why I'm still keeping the sort of autumny colour leaves that I had before, instead of switching them over. Because I sort of feel like, well, if it's going to go back roughly to that kind of colour scheme anyway, then maybe it'll be okay. Maybe. So this one here. Pop one over here. One in front of this one. And no, that's going to be too close. One here. Maybe one directly behind this tree. And one up here just for the funsies. Sorry. Pardon me. So give it some of these as well. Problem with placing things like this is obviously like I'm trying to work around the trees with the trees and what have you, and the trees literally all they do is get in the way of it. Like, because I can't tilt up high enough to get like a head down shot, and then if I tilt down the trees move out of the way, but the moment I do anything it it moves it back, so there's not really a helpful camera angle. That's fair enough. I hope your dad's enjoying the football. I know he gets massively distracted by it, very passionate about it. Put one there. I think that'll do for leaves on here. I don't want to go too overboard, so I can cross that one off my list. Let's go, and we need to double check the codes out the front of all of the houses. I think Stitches and maybe Lolly are the ones that might be missing the codes out front. Yep, Stitches definitely is. I think this is actually quicker to do with the mobile app. So it always does the one underneath me first, the one in front, and then the one behind, because all of the other ones are already covered. Perfect. Yeah, I was talking about Gamer Dad. I know he's big into his football, or he seems that way at least. I don't really understand and or appreciate sports all that much, I guess. So that's the path code fixed, I think. I mean, I could be mistaken there, but I think that's all I needed to do for that. I need the white box sofa, but that's going to have to be something I bargain for off of somebody. I think I can put this away. I don't think I'm going to need this for anything else. Not today, anyway. I feel like my PC is being a little bit noisier today than it has been the last couple, but that might be because I'm doing half a dozen things at once today. So I've shaken my trees and picked up all of the twigs. I've gotten my DIY for the evening. Yeah, I just need to gift the villagers that need to be gifting and check the shops. Should check the shops first, because oh, a little bit too late on this one. I was gonna say it's a bit late for the shops at the moment. I'll talk to Stitches in a bit after I've gone and grabbed some, well, assessed some fossils maybe. In fact, I might just use... do I use the ones out of my storage? I do kind of need the space in my storage. Do I? I think this is a different colour of tissue box than the one I've already got, so I'm just going to buy that. Which is probably why I have so much stuff in my storage in the first place. It must be... yeah, it's raining outside. Thought somebody was knocking on my window for a moment there. Freaked out a little bit. Yeah, I'll check turnip prices. 127. Not the worst turnip price I've ever seen, especially just as a like off the cuff. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll check it. I don't really need anything else from you guys, because I don't want to sell anything. Just double check what's in here. I'll probably need some wrapping paper. I don't buy turnips at the moment. I mean, I suppose I could, because I mean, Pange tries to do turnips every week pretty much, as long as the baby allows it and she actually manages to lock in that turnip price. She'll do it every week, even if it's not necessarily on schedule. Sometimes on YouTube, sometimes over on the Twitch. So I suppose I could buy turnips and just always go over there and sell at a decent price. But then I'm also incredibly lazy sometimes, and I'm like, I don't want to get up on a Sunday morning, so I don't buy turnips. And then every time the turnip stream comes up, I'm there like, oh, I should have bought turnips. Maybe this Sunday, maybe. We'll see. I'll try to wake up. So how many of my villagers still need gifting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 7 presents. 7 presents because I've swapped out a lot of villagers. I know I've already got 3 wrapping paper already in the house. So I've got over 7 wrapping paper. And I've already got 1 wrapped up. Oh, it's because of the time traveling. If you time travel, like, you're more likely to get like a good price in the sort of midweek sort of time. So if you travel to say like a Wednesday or a Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you do that for weeks and weeks on end, you're eventually bound to get a good price. And then I need to get some fossils out of here. There are still, I think, 2 fossils that I don't have in my personal collection. So let's see, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's assume 2 of these are going to be little guys. And that I don't have to go back multiple times. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't mind getting up, like, I mean, today I had a nap, so I can't really, I can't really talk on sleeping well or getting up or what have you. I got up at 4:30, rudely awoken by the neighbours. And obviously because the kerfuffle continued down there until well into the afternoon, near enough. Like, I couldn't go back to sleep until it had all settled down and my nerves had calmed down. I'd had a cup of tea and what have you to settle down. So I ended up falling asleep after that because of course I'd only had a few hours of sleep. But even then I only fell asleep for about an hour, so it was more a nap than it was actually getting some sleep. Because of course anytime I fall asleep on the sofa or what have you, the moment I wake up I'm there panicked, like, what time is it, where am I, what's going on? So assess some fossils. And no, Blathers, you can't have them for the museum and you cannot have them for your personal collection. They are either for my personal collection or I'm going to gift them to villagers. Which ones do I need for my personal collection? Ammonite and the T-Rex skull are the only ones I'm missing from my storage. No, you can't help me with anything else today, Blathers. Thank you very much and goodbye. So I've got tail, torso, skull, torso, skull, tail. Ooh, they're all good ones. That's good. It means I have less to do tomorrow. Oh, good thing there's no room to drop anything there. Probably not today. I mean, what are we looking at now? 9:30. I've been going for about an hour almost. So I'll probably do the things I need to do here. And then go wind down and watch some streams and what have you myself. Okay. So let's go Stitches first, because I haven't even spoken to Stitches yet. Well, not today. Do you want this, Stitches? Huh? What is it? It's some random fossil. I didn't even look at which one. Yeah, Ankylo tail. That's the one. Picked it out special for you. I'm pretty sure I've already got all of the Aaron knit sweaters. But we'll double check that later. Where did Molly go? In fact, I haven't even seen Sherb or Maple, I don't think. For some reason they like to hang around on this beach. Not today. Must be too late. Maybe it's too late. No, it can't be too late for Sherb to be out because Stitches is a lazy boy too. I was thinking that maybe I'd left it too late then. Who was this hiding over here? Oh, it's Whitney. I don't think I can gift Whitney yet. No. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I like some pop. I like some rock. Some pop rock doesn't go amiss. It's my favourite kind of music is listening to pop rocks, as in like the candy, sweets, whatever you call them. That's my favourite kind of music. Although I've now put probably not. I probably won't raid Dragon Dance today, but maybe at some point in the future. I'm sure he'd be more than pleased to see that I'm set up now. I mean, to be fair, I've been meaning to maybe talk. Oh, hi, Gamer Dad. I've been meaning to talk to Dragon Dance about the facial tracking and what have you that he uses for his little me character. Because obviously I don't want to do a webcam, more for the fact that in my real life job, well, when there isn't a pandemic going on, I work in a very public place and I don't want people like recognizing me off the internet or griefing me or whatever. So like I don't want that situation in my work and in my personal life. So I was considering like other options other than having my actual face and a webcam and what have you. So I've been meaning to talk to him about what he uses because it tracks his face and what have you beautifully, and I've seen a lot of other creators do similar things, but like I've seen the anime characters and I've seen like Wilbo has a mini Wilbo as well. Like I know it's possible, I don't fully understand it, but we'll see. It's still all up for discussion. Here you go, Dom. Yep, saber-tooth tail. Oh no, yeah, I know, I'll sort it out. It's just, it's not top priority. It's not top of my list. Because I think, like, honestly, it's perfectly fine to stream without a camera. Plenty of people do it. And a lot of them do it for the same reasons as I'm doing it, to be fair. For their own privacy online and in real life. But, you know, I think the facial tracking sort of stuff is a nice idea, because I don't intend to ever do the whole face reveal stuff. Like, I get that it's going to be a comment that is going to be made and that I'm going to have to deal with all of the people there like, yeah, but what do you look like and all of that. Like, that's fine. They can do that. This character here is what I look like. That's me. Why, when I need to find the villagers, can I actually never find them? I've already spoken to Stitches. Where did Molly go? Molly! Why are you avoiding me? I mean, a scale on this game is odd. Real odd. Because, I mean, you look maybe a little bit small in comparison to certain things, and then others not so much. Like, all of the scales are a bit off. I mean, in real life, I'm 5'9", and I'm a woman that likes to wear 6-inch heels 9 times out of 10, so I spend most of my time over 6 foot tall. Which, yeah, because this is one of the things that bugs me, like, scale-wise. Like, look at that tiny little door on the lighthouse compared to the size of the person. Like, no. No. Not here for that scale. Where are the other villagers? I haven't even seen Sherb yet. Is Sherb in bed? If I go and look at his door, will it tell me that he's asleep? I'm out on a snack run, but he's not in the shop. Oh no, yeah, don't get me wrong, a lot of women do find them uncomfortable. You know, it's just a matter of preference. Like, I find at least a little bit of a heel more comfortable than completely flat shoes. Yeah, I know, he's got to be in the museum, and because he's a lazy, he's probably looking at the bugs. But, yeah, completely flat shoes, especially things like Converses and what have you, that are just like the purely flat rubber sole, have no like arch support or anything like that. I absolutely detest them. No, you can do that yourself. Sorry, Stitches. Yeah, I just can't wear completely flat shoes. I find them very uncomfortable. So it's either something with a heel, or I have to put insoles into any flat shoes that I do have. Why am I going to go and talk to Blathers again? No, I don't wear, like, I've got one pair of trainers and I have to put insoles in them to wear them, so I wear them, like, maybe if I'm going to go and take the bins out or something, they're like those kind of shoes. And that's only, like, they're just a cheap pair of shoes I bought for, like, if I need to go and grab the mail or something, because obviously I live in a flat building, so I'm not about to go up and down the stairs and what have you barefoot. Which is how I spend most of my time in the house. To be fair, I've got 2 pairs of slippers, but I still don't use them. This is for you, Maple. I forgot that Maple was another one that we hadn't run across yet. So, ones that need gifts now are Molly and Sherb. Yeah, I found Maple. Maple's a little cutie. Sherb is literally playing hide and seek with me. Well, actually, after I've done this, I might test some of my other scenes and things. Hi, Salty! Thanks for joining us. How are you? Oh, and Stella's sneaking in as well. Hello, hello. Oh, and Pee-wee, everybody's sneaking in now. What's going on? What is going on? Everybody just turned up. Sherb is really hiding from me today. Oh, trust Salty. Trust Salty. That's okay, I don't mind on this one. The only ones that I was concerned about is when I was doing, like my audio tests that were absolutely failing, and I didn't want to make anybody's ears bleed too much for those, so I didn't really want people stopping by on those, but this one's fine. This is just you know, my first little tester stream, my first proper one. I mean, it still says it's a test in the description because I wasn't sure if everybody was working, everything was working 100% the way it should do, but it's good enough to get away with. Yeah, I remember the conversation we had, Pee-wee, where you were there like, I want to be number 1, and I'm there like, well, I've already got 4, and you're like, I'm number 5. It's good enough. At least now I know. Well, to be fair, you were number 1 on the Discord though, Pee-wee. Nobody can take that away from you. My Discord alpha and beta tester. Number 1 to the Discord. Sherb is just not anywhere to be found. I swear to God, if he's in the art section, I'm gonna be upset. Well, yeah, I get that I was first on the Discord, but it's a little bit different because as much as like, as the server owner, you can view the Discord as if you're anybody else, as if you're any of the other roles and what have you. It's not quite the same as having somebody look at it, because when you've been staring at the server and through all of the settings, it just becomes something else to you. When somebody else takes a look at it with fresh eyes, it's easier for them to point out like, oh, I like this, oh, what's this, there's this spelling error over here or something. Like, after weeks and weeks of having the rules and what have you up, when Bobby was setting up the community stuff that we were discussing earlier, he turns around and goes, did you realise that there's a grammar error in the rules? And he copy and pasted me the section, and I'm there like, oh, yeah, okay. So I had to go and edit it on both because obviously, I mean, I made the rules for both and just sort of copy and pasted them because, I mean, they're my rules and I like them. Hi, Apple. So Sherb is nowhere to be found. Do we think he's going to be in the ARC section? Is he really going to do me like that? Yeah, but Pee-wee, you've got an excuse. You speak more than one language. The only language I really speak is English, and I speak that terribly. Absolutely terribly. Oh, and by the way, guys, there is a link to the Discord in the description, or there should be. There should be. There is always the potential that I've done that wrong as well. So we have no Sherb. Sherb has disappeared. He really is hiding from me. This isn't the first time that I've literally not been able to find Sherb anywhere on the island. Yeah, he is a sneaky boy, a real sneaky boy. I'm gonna check back in here now that I've spent so much time in the museum. Okay, now I'm getting distracted. What is going? Oh, this is the thing as well. Me and Gamer King were talking about maybe 20 minutes ago about how long I'd be staying online for, and if I'd be doing a raid and what have you. And I go, well, I mean, even if it's just the two of us, I might still head back over to Panji's stream, and then instead she finishes before me and sends everybody over here. Which one is this one? Is this the white one? Where did this come from? Did one of the villagers just give this to me and I didn't notice? You guys distracted me so that I didn't notice that somebody gave me the white box sofa that I was asking for. Yeah, first stream, first raid. And it was literally because I was oh yeah, let me grab that link. We can definitely do that. That's nice and easy one. Yeah, because obviously you can't post it in my chat. There we go. That's Panji's link. Although, I mean, most if not all of you have come from over there, so I'm sure you're more than aware of Panji's channel, but you know, in case there's anybody that pops by that hasn't seen the channel. I clicked on the wrong thing. I'm massively distracted now. No, that's fine, Soy. If you need to go, you need to go. School is much more important anyway. It's been a pain. Oh, that's a shame. I hope it gets better. Jose. Oh, I've come from no one. No, I came from the raid. Oh, thank you, Nessa. Let's see, what were we doing before I got massively distracted by you all? I was looking for this box sofa. No, I've only got the turquoise and orange ones. Going to move the couch. Okay. Oh yeah, Max, it never occurred to me that like there are a few times where I've been caught speaking on various lives for other channels and what have you whilst I'm playing games as a viewer basically, but it never occurred to me that you probably didn't realise that any of the voice was me, or maybe you've never been on one of those channels where I've been involved in things like that. So yeah, thank you very much. Jack stopped by. We were talking about you earlier, Jack. Were your ears burning? What am I doing? I'm just pressing all of the wrong buttons now. Put in storage. No, you see, this is the sort of thing that we were on about, Jose. Like, often I get told that I sound like I'm Australian, and Kanga often hears that she sounds like she's British. But to the both of us, it's a very distinct difference. I think it's just like maybe more of an American thing and what have you, that I find that the people that often say that I sound Australian are from America and what have you. Yeah, exactly, Kanga. To you and me, they sound wildly different, but I have realised that it does tend to be the Americans are the ones that are there like, no, you do sound Australian. Yeah, but I'm not saying that you are American. Like, I understand that you are not, but yeah, Kanga is Australian as far as I'm aware. Either that or I've got that wrong. That's more than possible. More than possible. I'm still getting distracted from what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'm still out on the hunt for my elusive hide-and-seek pro villagers. Meanwhile, you guys get a nice little snapshot of the island in its current state. Although it's not really a state, I've cleaned up a lot of it, to be fair. Oh, there's Sherb, finally. You've been hiding in the trees this whole time, really? Usually there is not a villager to be found over here. Yeah, but I mean, I suppose, Kanga, that's to do with the fact that obviously your Aussie friends are used to hearing like the full-on thick Australian accents all day, every day. Didn't you at some point actually live in America? So maybe you've got a mix of the two, and because they're more attuned to hearing the Aussie accent, that they can hear the American like twang that's in it. Maybe, I don't know. Just theories, thoughts and theories. Yeah, I was gonna say it's getting a bit late for you now, Gamer King, to be fair. Good night. That's okay, Jack. Enjoy your lurk. I wish the bot was working, to be fair, but I think if it was working, the timers and what have you would be working, and I haven't seen a single one so far. Realising that I've been in top chat this entire time. That's gonna be literally the nature of the majority of my streams. Like, there's always got to be something. Always something. I'm looking for Molly now. That's the thing. I spoke to Molly earlier. She wanted to do the like one of the treasure hunt things, and I did that with her, and I was like, oh, I don't have a wrapped gift on me for her, and now I've got one. She's hiding. Was she? I didn't see her. I must have ran right past her. Oh, there she is. Oh dear. Do you want this? It's just a random fossil that I probably dug out of the ground months ago and has been sat in my storage. From where I am, because I'm looking at the stream through OBS and not actually through YouTube, I can't see the amount of likes and what have you. I can see the viewers and the amount of time I'm running and the screen and what have you, but you know, try to avoid any scary numbers. At least the viewer count is like tiny and in the corner, so unless I'm focusing on it, it's not like, oh my god, everybody's watching me. not that I'm really that kind of person anyway. Like, I'm very much in my day-to-day life because I'm I work customer service on a front desk. I even deal with customer complaints and issues and all sorts of things like that. So I'm not exactly like nervous talking to people or anything like that at all. Even if it's hundreds of people, I mean, I think on the busiest day of work that I've ever done, I served about 3,000 people, and that was in an 8-hour shift. So, you know, busy days, busy days. Put in storage. I like keeping everything nice and neat if I can. Otherwise it drives me mad. I actually want to drop these because I don't want them sat in my pocket. And then I'll go and put those bells in my bell dispenser. Oh yeah, these border codes and what have you are, although I love them, they're not great in the snow because for some reason the snow actually makes the in-game paths a little bit wider, so that the edge of the path, it's sort of outgrown the edge of the border for some reason. Just in the snow, like, it doesn't usually look like that. That's why I'm sort of a bit tired about the snow. Like, I fully committed to the path borders and now I'm like, wait a minute, they don't fit, what's going on? But it's just because of the snow on the ground. That, and they take up a fair chunk of your in-game codes if you want like all of your options. And then there's, of course, there's more options because I don't have the ones that are just for the skinny one wide paths. So I've got a couple of like little skinny paths. Where's an example? But I chose not to download the codes for them because I think they kind of look fine without it. And like, I mean, all of my codes are already full. So well, there wasn't one where I was there like, okay, I can sacrifice this for that, because I mean, if I was going to do the ones at either end, I was there like, do I want the one at the end where it's flat at the top as well? Like, too many decisions. I just left it like that. Yeah, I was looking for the white box sofa because one of the villagers just gave me a box sofa and I put it down, but because it's dark, it kind of, I couldn't figure out whether it was white or the mint one. But it must have just been the mint one. But I need the white one for my lounge because at the moment I've got my mishmash sofas, which, although they don't look bad, they upset my obsessive compulsive tendencies a little bit. They're not horrible, but you can tell that that's not the way it's intended to be with my bright orange sofas. It'd definitely be an interesting design choice. Oh yeah, because you can send them over now, because I've actually been to the island to do bells. In fact, do I have you on here? I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah. Addie's fine. Yeah, best friends with Addie, that's fine. Doshi, Jeffro, Rachel, Thomas, Bandit, Alex, Punch, Dave. I don't actually have you on my friends. I might not have actually got you. Oh, you've sent them, Pee-wee. I was gonna say, I know that I accepted you, the request you sent me. You sent 2. Okay, that's perfect. That means I can literally put them in right now. Can put them in right now, and I think, other than maybe making the beaches look a little more interesting, I think I'm pretty much done, and I'm gonna save the DA and trash the place. Well, not gonna trash the house. The inside of the house is gonna stay the same. The inside of the house is gonna stay the same. At least for the time being. I might do that last. I've got some ideas for the island, so if I decide, you know what, the inside of the house doesn't fit the feel of the island anymore, then I might... Did I even open them? No, I didn't. I'm an idiot. And now I'm pressing all of the wrong buttons. Oh dear, what are we like? Okay, now I can open this back up. No, not that one, Sarah. This one. Yes. Not that way round, please and thank you. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. I think that's it. Pretty much done. Maybe. In fact, maybe there's a better stool I can put behind the drums, possibly. Might as well check in here. No, I've got this one. Because I've got the diner one there at the moment, which isn't bad. It definitely looks like it could belong there. Yeah, I'm very aware, Pee-wee, that it's very much the sort of situation. If I'm sat here like, oh, I need this, and I look through my stuff and I don't have it, it'll probably arrive somehow magically. Not that I'm cheeky like that or anything. Usually I at least try my own means of finding what I need, trading with people and what have you. I only have the red diner counter chair. Are there any other like little stalls? I mean, I know there's the wooden one that you can craft, and I suppose I could put a pattern or a code on top of that. Maybe that would look better than the red diner stall, because I feel like it's kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, the bright red. I'm gonna put it away for now, because I don't mind that the drums are yellow and what have you, because I mean, if this is a stage, like bright yellow drums is fine. I just feel like the stall is a bit much. Maybe I have a wooden stall in here. No, I've got a log stall and some pumpkins. You can tell I've cleared out a lot of my stuff. Oh, what's going on? Asian Tom Cruise. Oh my life. Seriously, Jack? Seriously? Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, I see that you took a journey over into the description. Oh, I appreciate that. And now you have officially dominated my what is it called? My support overlay that's on the channel, because it's got you and as the most recent sub for some reason. And then you've got Top Dono and New Dono all under your belt currently. I think that's probably to do with people's privated subscriptions, maybe, or maybe I need to reset something to do with the the subscriber thing, I might need to, but we'll see. Because you subscribed like 2 weeks ago. So I think that's probably something I need to sort out, but I mean, I'm not desperate to fix it. How does my house look? Oh, I mean, I can take you on a tour. You've already seen the little lounge music room that I've got. You've seen the living room. Here's the bathroom. Nice bright blue and white. That rhymed. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. You know, got a little like laundry area all set up. In the back room, I have my garage workshop sort of space. So I've got my workbench, my tools, all sorts. Like, because I don't know, like, growing up, my dad's a mechanic and he's got a garage which he doesn't put his car in it though. He leaves the car on the drive and he's got all of his tools and what have you in the garage. So that sort of vibe, plus quite a few friends and what have you that I know, people that don't really need the space for tools and things, tend to use their garage just as storage. So I went for a bit of both. Got the tools, some storage. My neighbour literally had an extra freezer in their garage. I remember any time that I'd get locked out of the house and what have you, and I'd go and knock on the neighbour's door and they'd let me in and they'd be like, oh, go and help yourself, there's some ice creams in the freezer. So upstairs I've got my bedroom. Oh, probably shouldn't tap on things, you can probably hear that. Oh, left my socks on the floor. That's okay. That's okay. With a little writing space. A little vanity. Put my makeup on and what have you. I mean, I can send you a... Oh, can I? I'll message you about it later, Jack. So this is the kitchen dining room, going for them black and white vibes. I think my only issue really is like, there are some sections like this wall that's just got the light switches and the brooms on feels a little bit bare to me. Like, don't get me wrong, the walls in my house aren't all completely covered, but I don't know what it is about Animal Crossing that just makes you want to fill a lot more space than you would necessarily in your own home. Like, I feel like these rooms are a lot more cluttered than anything I've got in my actual house. Let me go and drop my bells in the bank. And then I think there isn't much we can do after that. I almost ran past the place. Distraction central today. Like, I can absolutely hear the rain pouring down. You know what, I'll take these because when I'm redecorating I'll probably want them. Yep, because I didn't come online yesterday. Let's... not drop all of it, but enough. And that'll do. Yeah, that's the thing. At one point, I used to do it so that if I had any DIYs, I'd put them on the wooden block table that I've got in my storage. So I'd put 4 on each time and request cleanup so that my DIYs, instead of being sat on the island, were in my lost and found, sort of, instead of sitting around all over the place making it look a mess. But the problem is that if they weren't out, anytime somebody came to the island, they wouldn't, even if I turned around and said like any DIYs you might want are in the lost and found, they wouldn't actually go and take any, whereas if I leave them somewhere on the island, they'll naturally go and have a look because they're right there in front of them. So it became a thing where they were piling up and I was reaching like the point of my lost and found where I didn't have any space in there. So I had to stop doing that, and instead I just tend to go and litter people's islands. So I had loads and loads that I dropped off to Boo Bubby's island to do a little giveaway type thing. So I can get rid of some of these that I'm not going to use for anything. I'm probably not going to use this. I don't know what I want to keep and what I don't. That's the problem. Yeah, literally, I'm absolutely awful at litter on people's islands on a fairly regular basis, especially if it's like somebody who streams, because I know that people that are in the chats are going to be there like, oh, I just saw this DIY, like, can I come and get it? And it just becomes a whole thing of, it's easier to give them to somebody who's got a further reach than myself before now than to like try and find somebody who needs it and like target that person. It's much easier to drop them off to somebody who's gonna open their island anyway and do it that way. You know, save us all the trouble. I think this one's the fake, but I don't know what to do with it. I got more doubles of things. Yes, I definitely do. This is the thing. Somebody, when I first started playing the game, told me that villagers, when they give you gifts and things, will more often than not give you something you don't already have. And I have found that that is definitely not true. Because there are plenty of things that I don't already have, and I often get doubles. Often. Although the inside of my storage does look a bit like I robbed Abel's. The kangaroo really snuck them in there, huh? Like, wait a minute. My beach grows DIYs. We can do something with this. And no, I didn't actually rob Abel's. This is just all stuff I've acquired. Even though I only started playing, I think, the end of August. Breaking news. Woman steals clothes from porcupines. I mean, they're not exactly gonna wear the clothes, are they? They'd fill them with holes. Because, I mean, these are not really designed to have the prickles sticking out of the back of them. I suppose that's why they've got aprons on rather than anything else. Then again, I suppose they don't have prickles, although I don't know. Like, thinking about the character design off of the top of my head is very different to actually the image of a porcupine. That's fine, Adia. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it nonetheless. To be fair, I'm just doing like all of the daily boring stuff and sifting through my rubbish that I can't bear part with. I'm like an Animal Crossing hoarder. Like one of each of the clothing items I've ever touched in New Horizons, and then I've got like one of each fossil in my own personal collect. How have I got 2 sets of dial glasses? Somebody must have dropped one for me at some point. But yeah, I've got like all of this stuff, which I'll probably rarely, if ever, use. I mean, might be good for a fashion show at some point, I guess. But we'll see about that. I've got like a handful of spare tools for when mine inevitably break, even though I've got all of the gold ones now, so that makes it a little bit easier, where I don't have to like bulk craft a load of the flimsy tools and stuff like that, because oh my life, living like that for so long, too long. I don't need these in here. In fact, I might leave one. Oh, I didn't mean to back out there. It's a good thing it doesn't set me all the way back. And this is another thing that I keep. I've got my own personal fossil collection, which is just me being a bit extra, I guess. Like one of each fossil. I'm only missing 2 from my personal collection. Like Blathers already has all of them in the museum, so I started making my own personal collection, and I'm only missing the ammonite and the T-Rex skull from this. But then I also have all of these that I need to get assessed, and the only reason I don't assess them and then do it that way is because I don't want them all over the place. Oh dear, Nerf Mitts is coming too. Literally first ever stream, like proper one, and 2 raids. This is this is a lot. Hi Nerf. Oh my god. Big love, much appreciation though, to be fair. Hi Thin Air. Oh my god, this is wild. Well, I mean, I'm also kind of not surprised that you grasped me up, so to speak, Pee-wee, because I mean, as much as like I've been talking about like doing the setup and all of that, even like because obviously when I popped in earlier before I had my dinner and what have you, I was like, I've spent most of the morning like doing like tests for audio tests in OBS and things like that for my different scenes and things like that, adding like sources and captures and things, all of that boring stuff that I'm sure nobody wants to hear about. But I was on about that earlier when people are like, oh, like, how are you today? What have you been up to? Hope it's been good. I'm like, well, technically speaking, I've been working all day, but that's fine. I mean, then again, I suppose it's not necessarily work. Like, if I didn't want to do it, or I didn't have to. let's get rid of all this, and that's then some more money in my account and some less stuff in my storage. Not by a lot, but we'll see. Oh dear, we're having some more debates over anime characters, eh? I mean, the thing is, part of me is tempted to ask which anime characters, but then I also am more than aware that I have absolutely no idea about 90% of like popular anime currently. Things are good now. Like, I'm just having a nice chill one. Been just doing my daily tasks, showing people around some of the island, what I've done so far. I mean, I should probably save my dream address sometime soon so that people can visit it and what have you. I mean, I can smack that up on the screen right at the bottom there. That's the dream address. I'll resave it, probably not at the 20 past 10 o'clock at night that it is right now, but I'll resave it sometime soon so you guys can take a look at that. I might even time travel to save it, honestly, because I'm a bit tired of the snow. And then after I've saved it, I'm gonna tear the whole island down at some point. So I don't know whether, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do that on a stream or I'm gonna record that and just do like a speed demolishing rather than a speed build. So that might be something. We'll see how I feel about it. I mean, I'm sure all of you in the chat have got your opinion on whether you'd like to see the grueling hours of me moving all of the villager houses and taking up all of the furniture that I've got placed. Like, I personally don't think that that's something that people are gonna want to watch. That's why I'm thinking I might record it and do like a fast forward video and just have the nice satisfying end where everything's flat and bare. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel about that. Obviously I've got my flag. Not the most interesting thing, but obviously my island's name is Lilu. Lilu is the main character from the Fifth Element film, and these are the element stones from the film that I recreated myself. And like some of my villagers say like quotes from the film, and where is it? My passport, like the thing my character says, if you come to the dream and you speak to me, I say I am a meat popsicle, which is another quote from the film. Ancient supreme being, because technically that's what Lilu is in the movie. So there's like lots of little nods to it. My favorite film, so that's a thing. I mean, when I redo the island, I might do some more like space type things, because it is like a sci-fi rom-com type deal. No, I don't think I'd ever reset, because I want my catalogue and I want my DIYs for when I'm decorating. I don't want to have to deal with getting them all back. I already feel like I've like done the grind of getting where I've gotten to in the time that I have, because I mean I started, I think it was 24th of August the first time I played Animal Crossing, and now it's come to the end of January, and I mean I've got a fair chunk of my stuff. Oh yeah, it does tell you in the passport, doesn't it? Does it? Oh, 22nd of August. Close enough. Close enough. You know, 2 days off. I didn't actually realise that it said it in the passport, or it just slipped my mind, which is more than possible as well. This is one thing that I am not looking forward to redoing. Yeah, yes, multi-pass, Kanga, multi-pass. But yeah, my native fruit is oranges, which is Nintendo's way of laughing at me because I'm allergic to oranges. The only reason I kept it is because it had some desirable features. Like I've got like decent sized rocks to decorate on the island and what have you, and I also had like 2 starter villagers that I didn't hate. Like I had Flo the penguin. Like my initial idea going into this was I wanted an island filled with penguins, and then like when I actually came across some of the penguins, I was there like, I don't like these characters. They're annoying. So that very quickly went out of the window. Yeah, gotta like having some like decent sized rocks to decorate. I'm much better at putting stuff on the rocks because I feel like, well, what's the point in having the rocks if you're not decorating them? Whereas like my beaches are a bit bare. I'd say like that's probably the one thing I need to do something with, even if it's just putting down some of the little brick code stuff that I've got, and maybe planting some weeds or some flower seeds, because obviously like I've got a couple up here. Something like this where I've got like a flower seed planted and then a little bit of brick path just in this little area, you know, nice enough, just something rather than it being bare. Yeah, that's the thing. I've seen a couple of people that don't have the big rocks, and I feel like the people that don't have them were either the ones that, you know, got the game very, very early on and didn't realise that they could do things with it, and then by the time that they realised, oh, it'd be nice to have this as an option, they were like, I don't want to reset now. And then you've got the people that are just not that bothered necessarily about the way that they play, and they use their islands for things like mini games and what have you instead, more than they do for streaming things like decorating or what have you. So I feel like it goes one of two ways. Like, I don't really have the little rocks, like all of the... I've got the 4 rocks, the 2 at the back and the 2 down the sides, and they're all like a decent size. So I focused more on decorating those than filling the empty space in my beaches. Like, I've got some stuff on the horizontal parts, but not so much the vertical parts. So I might need to do something. Oh, tarantula. This will be my second one tonight as well. I caught one earlier. Don't spook it away. I thought that that palm tree waving in the wind for a second there was Whitney. I was like, you're gonna get stung. Big, hairy, scary boy. Oh, and I've got Flick on the island as well. I can immediately get this wriggler out of my pocket. Because you ever think about that? Oh, sure, what are we thinking? That's okay. That's okay. I was gonna say, you've been here 5 minutes. You're not gonna tell me you're leaving. Yeah, that's the thing, like, honestly, I'm very big on, like, those sort of things. Like, this isn't the island I set out to create. This was more of, like, my early game super functional and still not horrible to look at sort of island, where I've created paths to go to certain places purely for function and then put maybe something more decorative next to it to make it a little bit more interesting. But I mean, it's not exactly what I had in mind, and although I think what I have in mind for the island has definitely changed from when I first got the game, like, it's still definitely I've got like a basic plan, which means I'm gonna need to do some of my least favourite activity, which is terraforming. That's okay. I won't tell anybody. I won't tell if you don't. Yeah, you can have him for any price, honestly. That's okay. I won't tell Stitches. I won't tell him. I suppose I could always go against that and run and tell him anyway. 1 second, I'm gonna have some of my drink because my throat's gone a bit dry and I don't wanna gulp to everybody. Not about that ASMR life. Okay, now that I've done gulping down my cold tea, because I made this tea like 2 hours ago before I started streaming, but I'm not bothered. Like, cold tea is still good. I mean, to be fair, like, the most recent addition to my island has been these sections up here, because these used to be my flower breeding spaces. I don't mind my little dog park. I've got my rare mushrooms dropped as if the dogs have done their doo-doos, because I think I'm funny. Somebody has to. And then this is my little restaurant space. I don't think the restaurant space is very fitting with the rest of the island, but you know, after a certain point in time you sort of run out of like things that go within a certain like theme. You know, I don't think it's too dissimilar because of course I've got the cafe down the bottom. I just think maybe it could have been better organised, like this down where the rose garden is and the rose garden up here instead. So up here is more naturey, and as you get closer into town it gets more urban, but you know, that's not the way it worked out this time. Look at Maple eating her sandwich. What do you think's on the sandwich though? Can we see? Do you reckon? Maple, what's in your sandwich? We need to know. Looks like lettuce, cheese and tomato. She's going with them vegetarian options. That meat-free sandwich. Okay, well, I think I'm pretty much done for the day. I don't think there is much else for me to do. I've got a solid 2 hours on here now, and I've got a stream scheduled for tomorrow, which will be Minecraft survival online with Simple Jack. I suppose I'll be streaming it as well, so you can either find it here or on Jack's channel. I can drop you a link to that one as well. There we go. There's the link to Jack's channel if you want to check out the Minecraft stream over there. And I think that's it for today. Unless you want to stick around and watch me double check that my my other scenes are working the way that they should be. Like, that's it. I'm out basically. Feel free to go and find a stream that's actually doing something other than doing a little bit of testing. See you, Salty. Thank you everybody for coming. Good evening and good night, guys. Now let's swap some scenes. Yeah, at the moment I'm just testing that all of my audio files and everything are working the way that they should be. And my stream chat and things like that on here. Because obviously they're a little bit more awkward to test when there's nobody there. Okay. So I think I'm gonna pop my stream ending screen up and that'll literally be it. Thank you everybody and goodbye.